Let me wait a minute. Because it always seems to block out the beginning of my video. Okay. Hello, YouTube friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell, per usual, on this good Saturday afternoon. It is February the 28th, 2026, and it is currently 4:25 p.m. Well, 4:24 p.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. Um, I'm feeling pretty okay today. I got up and kind of lightweight got myself together, not for real. Like, I need to braid down my hair in order for me to be wearing my wig, and I didn't feel like doing that. So I just like put these two ponytails in and put my cap on, put my wig on, and then put this hat on. So I didn't really too much get myself together today or anything like that. Plus, it's just like I'm in a motivational mode, but at the same time I'm moving slow but moving fast because I'm in a time frame. And anywho, beauty is not the first thing on my list, is what I'm trying to say. So this is all I was gonna do today. But I got up or whatever, and for the last couple of days, I noticed that I had been asking for just a little assistance for looking for a car because I need a car so I can be able to move around or whatnot. And, being that it's tax time and being that I'm a woman, a lot of car dealers will try to take advantage of women, especially during a time like tax season. And knowing that a lot of women don't know too much about cars when it comes to, the mechanics. Like, we may know how to drive them and, if it's driving rough, if it's driving smooth, if it's wobbling and, the basics, but we don't really know, like, oh, well, something is probably wrong with this or something is probably wrong with that. So I was asking for a little assistance with that. Not too much on helping me buy a car because I didn't want anyone to give me money towards the car. Or, I mean, if they would have, that would have been nice. But I wasn't asking for that type of assistance. I wanted the type of assistance like, oh, well, she's a woman. She don't really know too much about how a car should be ran or what to look for if there's any mechanical problems per se. And, I'm not trying to be taken advantage of during the tax season. Granted, I'm one that's good for negotiating and things like that, but, still, it'd be nice to just have a man to do some manly shit for me once in a while. Like, take my car to get fixed, take my car to get oil changes, take my car to get the shit done so that I don't have to do it. But for the most part, like, any car I had, I bought my own car. I bought it myself. I went by myself. So I'm pretty good at picking cars because any car that I purchased myself, I didn't really never have no raggedy car. So I've been pretty good at picking cars. But I just wanted a little assistance. And being that I wasn't buying a new car, and I don't want to finance a car or, lease a car or anything like that, I wanted to be able to just spend a couple of $1,000s on a car, and it can be a used car. But, I don't want a car with too many miles. The basic things that people tell you, like, don't go get a car if it got too many miles or, things like that. But for the price range that I was trying to go for, which was less than $5,000, really less than $4,500, I knew that it was a possibility that I would have to get a car that had high mileage. And I had seen this Traverse that I really liked in the inside, and it had high miles. And somebody was like, you shouldn't get that car because it has high mileage. And I'm like, I know you shouldn't get cars with high mileage, but, I like the way that it looks, the features that it have and things like that. But as I was thinking over the next couple of days, I'm like, I need to get a smaller car. Granted, I have 5 children. My teenagers are older now. So most of the time they're with their friends or my daughter's at work. It ain't like all of them going to school at the same time no more. So I can get a regular sized car. And if they need to transport, they catch Ubers now. If everybody can't fit, we can make a way out of no way. We gonna make a way. I just need a vehicle so that I can be in motion to do the things that I need to do, take my daughter to work and stuff as well, and pick my kids up. But I had to get a car. I had to downsize or whatever. So, I went from looking at a Chevy Traverse to thinking of a Chevy Equinox, which is the kind of car that I ended up getting or whatever. But the Equinox had high mileage. And I test drove 2 other cars and they drove pretty nice. The first one it drove really, really nice, but it was a Buick and it was a LaCrosse, and that's really, really small. And I didn't want to go with the car that was like really, really small. So I needed a little bit more leeway, but that car drove really, really smooth and it didn't have as many miles. But I ended up saying, okay, well, is there anything else I can look at? And he ended up showing me this car. It's a Chevy Equinox. And I drove this car and it has high mileage, but it drove decent and everything like that. I wasn't dealing with any wobbling. I'm not dealing with any wobbling or anything like that, but I still need to take it to the shop so that it can be looked at, and especially since it does have high mileage, maybe it needs a tune-up, maybe it needs, different things looked at. I don't know. Whatever happens with the tune-up, the spark plugs changed out, or, I don't know. The shit that be needing to get fixed on cars. But I test drove it. It drove pretty nice. I drove it home. It's driving pretty nice and everything like that. And, it's decent. My boys, they came outside. They got in. They were excited. So I'm not complaining. But there was other cars that I looked at that had lower mileage, but they didn't drive as smooth. And it was just reminding me of how guys try to talk about girls and things like that. Like, oh, you don't want to talk to her. She got bodies or she got high mileage, joking, but really being disrespectful. And it's like, first of all, a lot of men are biased because they be fucking multiple bitches and they want somebody to still treat them like a king. But then you find out a female has had her share of men and it's like, oh, she's a hoe, she's ran through, she got high mileage, you ain't gonna want to talk to her. But it's decent women out here. It's good women out here that have multiple baby daddies, that and in order to have multiple baby daddies, of course you have bodies, things like that. And me, myself, I have multiple baby daddies. I have 5 children, but it's all about the woman because I don't got no blew out vagina. It's nice and wet and tight. Anywho, like, I don't have that, and I'm still a woman with morals and things like that. Like, I'm a good woman and I will be a good wife to somebody. Granted, I have children already. I have more than 1 and 2 baby daddies. So, I was just thinking about that when purchasing a car. Like, I like this car. Even though it has high mileage, it still drives nice. I'll just have to take care of it and maybe invest in it a little bit more to make sure that it's maintained well. And that's the same thing for myself as a woman. Like, I'm not a woman scorned, but I am somebody that you will have to be able to understand and be like, okay, I'm like a used vehicle. Like, I've been heartbroken before. I come with children already. And not calling my children baggage because I love my kids and I have beautiful kids. But I'm just saying, I have children already. And I ain't marrying none of my baby daddies. So obviously I want to marry another man. And that'll be something that he has to accept if he wants to accept me as his girlfriend, wife, or whatever the case may be. So I was thinking about that when buying a car, and I was like, okay, I'm cool with getting this car with high mileage. But I know that I'm going to have to take it to the shop, and then I'll let the shop look at it and let them tell me if there's anything wrong with it that I can't tell just by driving and things like that. Like, so far, it drives good and everything. The only thing that I notice is that I smell like gas if that makes sense. So I don't know if that's something like with a fuel pump or gas leaking, or I don't know. And I could just be over exaggerating. I haven't drove a car of my own in a minute. I could just have to need to go get it looked at. It could be something minor. It could be something that I need to get fixed right away. But for the most part, everything seems to be driving very well. And I'm cool. I'm cool. Even when it comes to gas, I don't need to get with such a big van or a truck or anything like that when I'm just now getting on my feet about to get back out here. So I need to be managing how I spend money and things like that until I get where I want to be. So I was thinking about all of that, and I'm like, yeah, I need to downsize just a little. We'll be straight. I just need to be able to move around and not be stranded. And I need to be able to drive legally. So I was telling the guy that I was like, I'm trying to stick to a strict budget. I can't go broke buying a car. So I know I'm not about to be able to get exactly what I want. And I need to be able to drive legally, meaning I need license, registration, insurance, and everything. And, I drove off with everything that I needed legally with no problems. And that's all that matters. Um, I'm still on a strict budget as well, so I wasn't able to pay up my insurance for the whole year like I normally do, or at least 6 months. So I do have a monthly payment that I have to make, and I don't really like that, but it's cool. At least I don't have a car note. My car is paid in full, so insurance ain't gonna kill me. But it allows me to be able to move. It's baby steps. And hopefully things start picking up now that I am able to move around and I can do the things that I need to do. And I can give this Equinox to my daughter. And I could buy me another car. And she can use this car until she want to buy her another car. So I was thinking about all of that too. And my kids being able to drive and stuff as well, get their license and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, this would be a nice size car for Lex to drive as well, instead of getting something bigger and it'll be her first car. I'm cool with this size. So I was thinking about all of that, and I was like, you know what? I'm okay with the used car with some miles on it. It looks nice. It drives nice. It does what I need it to do. So that's good. That's good. And I was thinking about that, like, it's crazy how men would joke and say that about women, but it's a lot of women out here that have been heartbroken, but they still have a heart. They still want to be loved. They still got love to give. They still want to be married. And I'm one of those women. And I have children again, just like I said prior in the video. Like, I have children, but I have beautiful children. And they're a part of me. I still deserve everything that I deserve. And my children are not baggage, you know? So, just like a car that's used with high mileage can still be a great vehicle. A woman who's been heartbroken or who has an ex can still be a great woman, even if she has kids. Same thing for men. A man can still be a great man, even though he has an ex-wife or a baby mama or children or things like that. It's all about how we handle our problems, how we move forward in life, how we use our heart, if we're genuine, how our intentions are, and things like that. And that's what builds the relationship. Love, loyalty, trust, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm ready to move forward. Baby steps. I'm slowly checking off things off my to-do list. So I'm going to take this car to the shop. Well, I'm going to take my car to the shop. Let me give my car some respect. I got to figure out what I'm going to name her. But I wish I had a man to take my car to the shop for me and pay for it. Shit. Like, that's what I mean when I say I need help. Like, help me just a little bit. Please. Darn on it. But yeah, Just a little help. A little help goes a long way. Oh, I don't know who lighter this is, but it works. I just had a purple lighter. No, I just got this damn car. I can't be losing stuff in it already. It's pretty clean, but I need to take it and get it detailed or whatnot. And keep it clean. The seats are nice. There's no stains, no holes. So that's a good thing. Maybe if I want to use it for like Lyft and Uber, I can do that. So that's one way to make money until I'll get me a job. You know, so I was even thinking about stuff like that as well. Especially since it already, you know, got a little miles on it anyway. I can utilize it to get me something else. So, yeah. The guy who sold me this car, though, he was really nice. He was, I don't know if he was Chaldean. I think he was Chaldean. But he seemed to be a really nice guy. He was a very professional businessman. We was joking. I was telling him, I hope you ain't trying to hike the prices up on me just because it's tax time. That's why I needed a man to go with me anyway, because, you know, men don't really play with men like that. They like to play with us women like, oh, she don't know. She don't know. So, you know, but I had to put my big girl panties on. Well, leggings on, because I ain't had no panties on. But I had to put my big girl leggings on and go and get something so I can make a move. Especially because I was asking and I wasn't getting the help that I needed at the time that I needed it. So I needed to do it myself. And I was hearing like people just be making it seem like you need help to do everything anyway. And you know that you don't. So just go ahead and do it. You've been doing it by yourself all this time. So don't even wait on nobody. Don't bank on nobody. Just go ahead and do it. And then if you need help getting the car fixed or something, ask for help with that. Like, do you know a mechanic? You know, what's the right price range? Just ask for help like that so that people don't get the wrong idea or something, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty clean on the inside and the outside. That's also good because I don't want to be looking like I'm driving a raggedy car or sounding like it or driving one for real. So that's cool. I won't complain. One thing off the list. I need to go in this house and clean up. My niece and nephew is here. My boys are in there and all the fucking puppies in there. Now I got a car. I can get rid of these puppies. I can give them a bath and take them to the Humane Society or Dog Pound or wherever I got to take them. Because it's time for me to be packing up. It's time for me to be finding me somewhere to go. And I got to get rid of these dogs. And I'm tired of cleaning up dog poop. My kids done brought this fucking dog in here and got me doing all this shit. I'm tired of smelling dog shit. And now I got to get up in the middle of the night and clean it up because it's 8 fucking puppies running around. It's starting to warm up too. Hopefully it stays this way. And the big dogs can come outside. But it's been warm. I had to get them ashes off. It's been warm, so that's good. It's so much I need to do. I was telling my boys, like, we got to get us some clothes first. I definitely had to get me some clothes because I don't even got no clothes to handle the business that I need to handle. So I had to get me some clothes to fucking wear so I can go out and handle business and look decent and shit like that. So I had to do that too. So again, baby steps, baby steps. I'm slowly but surely checking things off my list so that I can take care of business. I need to get me some shoes too. I need gym shoes. I need casual shoes. I need heels. I just need, I need a whole shopping spree. I just want to do a lot. It's just time for me to live. I gotta find me somewhere to live. I was in here picking my face. I can't wait for my soap to get here so I can start using it. Y'all see where I said I was broken out? Like I just broke out of nowhere. It's almost like I had an allergic reaction to something. But I didn't. They were like pimples that I had popped. Like my hormones just was out of whack or something. Hmm. I'm a little bit tired. Digital diary. But I just wanted to come and jot down my progress, jot down my notes, say hello to the world. I guess I'll go in here and research some shops, research some stuff about the car before I go to the shops. And that'll be that. um, yeah, I'm about to get off here. I was reading the comments. People are something else. But I wish you guys nothing but love, joy, peace, happiness, abundance, good health, good wealth, prosperity, and all that good shit that us good ass people deserve. I'm about to sit out here for a minute. I had ran the car for a minute too, just to make sure it wasn't no engine knocking or anything like that, and it wasn't. So that's another good thing. But yeah, about to sit out here for a minute, finish smoking. I probably ain't gonna smoke in here that much, but then again, I probably am. So don't let me get to line. But I'm gonna get it cleaned out. Again, it is pretty clean in here already. I just need to take it to the car wash and take it to the car shop, and then I'll be good to go. I still need to get me a phone, but it was a must that I got me a car first and some clothes, something. So yeah, bye guys. I love y'all, and I will talk to you guys later.